Welcome to Bhagavad Gita-Chapter 6, Dhyana Yoga, the Yoga of Meditation. In this sacred chapter, Lord Krishna guides Arjuna, and through him all of us, into the deepest dimensions of the inner life. This is not merely a chapter about sitting in silence. It is a divine revelation about who we truly are, how the mind works, and how we can master it to discover the eternal peace that dwells within. As we journey through these teachings, may your heart open like a lotus upon still waters, receiving the ancient wisdom that has illuminated countless souls across the ages. The path of meditation is the path of knowing yourself. Let us begin. Chapter 6, the Yoga of Meditation, Dhyana Yoga, from the Bhagavad Gita, spoken by Lord Krishna on the sacred battlefield of Kurukshetra. Words that transcend time, calling every soul home. Key takeaways from Chapter 6. Before we enter the individual teachings, let us hold the essence of this chapter in our awareness. Chapter 6 reveals that the mind is both the greatest ally and the most formidable obstacle on the spiritual path. Through consistent meditation practice and balanced self-discipline, we can transform the restless, scattered mind into a steady, luminous instrument of inner peace. These teachings show us how to sit, how to breathe, how to withdraw, and ultimately how to rest in the infinite stillness at the center of our own being. Lesson 1. True spirituality is balance, not escape. Verses 6.1 through 6.4. Lord Krishna begins by redefining what it means to be a true renunciant. He says that the one who performs their duties without attachment to results is both a renunciant and a yogi, not the one who merely avoids fire or action. True spirituality is not withdrawal from the world. It is full, wholehearted engagement with life, while remaining inwardly free. A woman working on her laptop, a father raising his children, a leader serving her community, all can walk the path of yoga when their actions are offered without ego and without craving. Life itself becomes the meditation. Lesson 2. The mind, your best friend or your worst enemy. Verses 6.5 through 6.6. One of the most profound teachings in all of the Bhagavad Gita arrives here. Krishna declares, "Let a person lift themselves by their own self. Let them not degrade themselves, for the self alone is the friend of the self, and the self alone is the enemy of the self." Your mind, when disciplined, becomes your greatest friend, guiding you toward clarity, compassion, and liberation. But the undisciplined mind, pulled by desire and fear, becomes your fiercest enemy, binding you to suffering and confusion. The question Krishna places before us is timeless. Which path are you choosing at this moment? Lesson 3. The sacred power of balance. Verses 6.16 through 6.17. Krishna is precise and practical here. He says that yoga is not for those who eat too much or too little. It is not for those who sleep too much or too little. Yoga, union with the divine, belongs to those who are moderate in food, in recreation, in sleep, and in wakefulness. This is the golden scale of a yogic life. Not harsh austerity, not indulgence, but the sacred middle path, where the body is honored, the mind is clear, and the spirit can soar. Lesson 4. The practice of meditation. In this luminous section, Krishna describes exactly how to meditate. Find a clean, quiet place. Sit with your spine erect, mind absorbed, without distraction. Fix your gaze gently inward. Still the fluctuations of thought. withdraw the restless senses like a tortoise drawing its limbs inward, and then simply be. This is not a technique of the modern age. This is the eternal technology of the soul, refined across thousands of years, offered to you now in this very moment. Lesson 5. Real happiness comes from within. Verses 6.20 through 6.23. Krishna reveals the highest secret of happiness. He says that the yogi who has attained samadhi, the state of deep meditative absorption, experiences a joy that transcends the senses entirely. This is the happiness that cannot be taken away. Not the fleeting pleasure of achievement or possession, but the deep, unshakable peace that arises when the mind rests in its own source. Real happiness is not found, it is remembered. It was always already there beneath the noise. Lesson 6. Training the restless mind. Verses 6.34 through 6.35. Arjuna, the great warrior, expresses a fear that every meditator knows. The mind is restless, turbulent, powerful, and stubborn, as difficult to tame as the wind. And Krishna responds with infinite compassion. He says, yes, the mind is restless, but through practice and non-attachment, it can be controlled. Every time the mind wanders, and it will wander, simply bring it back, gently, without judgment, without frustration. This is the practice. Again and again returning. The very act of returning is the meditation. Lesson 7. Do not be discouraged. Verses 6.37 through 6.45. Arjuna asks one of the most human questions in all of sacred literature. What happens to the person who tries to walk the spiritual path but fails? Krishna's answer is breathtaking in its compassion. No sincere effort is ever wasted. Not a single step taken toward the divine is lost. The struggling yogi is reborn in favorable conditions, in a family of yogis with inner wisdom already planted as a seed. And gradually, over lifetimes, that seed blossoms into full liberation. Do not be discouraged. Every step counts. Every prayer matters. Every moment of turning inward is sacred. Lesson 8. Empathy. Seeing all beings as yourself. Verses 6.29 through 6.32. As the yogi deepens in practice, something miraculous unfolds. The walls between self and other begin to dissolve. Krishna says, the true yogi sees all beings in themselves and themselves in all beings. They feel the joy and pain of others as their own. This is not sentimentality. This is the direct perception of truth, that beneath all names and forms there is one consciousness, one life, one love. The greatest fruit of meditation is not personal peace alone. It is the flowering of universal compassion. Lesson 9. The highest yogi. Verse 6.47. And now we arrive at the crown of this entire chapter, the most exalted teaching. Krishna says, of all the yogis, the one who worships me with faith, their inner self absorbed in me, that one I consider the most united with me, the highest yogi. Gnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Raj Yoga, all paths of immense beauty and power, but the path of bhakti, of loving devotion, is the most intimate, the most direct, the most alive. When love and meditation merge, when every breath becomes an offering, every heartbeat a prayer, that is the supreme yoga. Practical lessons from Chapter 6. As we draw our exploration toward its close, Let us gather these living teachings into our daily lives. Begin a daily meditation practice. Even 5 minutes in silence is transformative. Cultivate balance across all areas of your life, body, mind, and spirit. When the mind wanders, return without judgment. Perform your duties fully and wholeheartedly, but release your grip on outcomes. And perhaps most powerfully, begin to see the divine in every face you encounter. The Master said, "Master your mind through balance, through practice, through inner discipline." This is the supreme secret that Chapter 6 of the Bhagavad Gita has preserved across the millennia. Offered now to you in this moment as a living invitation. And finally, let us close with the words of Krishna himself. Peace comes not from the outer world, but from the one who has stilled the ocean of the mind. May you find that stillness. May you know that peace. May the ancient light of Dhyana Yoga illuminate your path today and always. Now, here is your chance to test what you have learned. Head over to the quiz questions below this video and see how much of Chapter 6 you have absorbed. Wisdom multiplies when it is shared. If this video has added value to your journey, please like, subscribe, and place it in the hands of someone who needs it most. Every share plants a seed of the Gita in the world.